Entrepreneurs often hear less is more, and Melanie Berger believes that. Her company, Mariwear, is revolutionizing what women wear when they want to get out of their bras, yet still feel fully dressed regardless of the time of day. Melanie, welcome to the language of business.
Thank you so much for having me, Greg.
Braless collection, what does that mean?
What that means is not just less is more, but nothing is better than what's out there. For no wires, no fasteners.
What's the value proposition to your customer?
So the value proposition is all about being able to get out of your bra, yet still feel dressed, as you mentioned. So we have engineered patent-pending design that allows a woman to be out of her bra, put on our garments, and still feel dressed, whether she's entertaining people, has teenage boys, working from home, or traveling.
Is this a technology play or a fashion play?
It is more of a technology play because currently there's nothing in the market that is designed as an integrated garment for women to get out of their bras.
Are you more concerned about someone stealing your fashion or your technology?
I'm more concerned about somebody stealing the technology, so it's important for us to be first to market. So we launched 2 years ago and have been very aggressive in getting into the marketplace and have had resounding acceptance. Sales have been fantastic, and we'll expand with new styles and silhouettes and expand the collection.
Based on your website, it looks like you do a lot of trunk shows. How does somebody understand the technology if they're having to look at it online?
We have some very detailed information online, a diagram that explains what the inner garment is and how it's constructed with the no wires or fasteners. There's nothing like touching it and feeling it. So we are in retail locations, and the trunk shows do work well for that.
Do you ever show up to some of the retailers personally to help shill for your own company?
Oh, absolutely. And there's nothing like being there and getting the feedback. One of my big thrills is to have somebody look at it, touch it. Oh, there's no way that's going to work. You know, the skepticism is so obvious in their eyes. And I encourage them to go try it on. They come out and they've got glimmer in their eyes. They're like, wow, this really is amazing. So that's a thrill I don't want to miss.
Where is it manufactured?
It's manufactured in New York. The fabrics come out of LA. They're printed and trucked to New York, and the manufacturing is done in the garment district of New York City.
Was there any particular difficulties in the sourcing of your components?
There was, and I'll tell you, part of it was my own personal goal for everything to be great. And the fabric, for instance, took me quite a long time to locate. I am a pill Nazi. I did not want it to pill, I didn't want it to shrink, I didn't want it to wrinkle, and that took me 4 months to find the perfect fabric. The other components are challenging because, again, watching cost. But we have found great sources for everything that goes into the garment, and we're quite thrilled with our suppliers.
Do you consider LA to be the epicenter of fashion? Is that why you chose that as your hub?
It's definitely an epicenter for fabrics. So they have huge shows, as they do in New York, but there's a lot of fabric mills out in LA. I would say the majority of them are out there as opposed to in New York.
And do you do your fashion planning with your designers online, or do you frequently fly back and forth to LA?
Oh, we will definitely do FaceTime. This is an important component for the success of the company. So.
And how about the manufacturing out of New York?
Oh, quick drive, 3.5 hours, I'm there, and it's perfect. So we've got great communication and great relationship there.
How about margins?
Margins are tough, as you can imagine, when you manufacture in the U.S. So our margins we're working on by building our collection and our manufacturing volumes, and that will help us with our margins.
Does the U.S. label matter?
I think it does. And I was very adamant personally to keep it made in the U.S. We participated in American Field, which is done here in Boston and all around the country, and have been told many, many, many times that people are very sensitive to that. And when somebody walks up and sees on the tag, made in the USA, I immediately get a reaction.
Why Boston as the place to start?
I live here. I think Boston is the hub of a lot of innovation. I was part of the Mass Challenge Incubator program here, and a wonderful program at Boston College through their MBA school, and just constantly inspired by the people here in the breadth of knowledge and across all industries.
Would you ever consider relocating to a lower cost portion of the United States before going internationally?
For my factory, yes. I personally plan on staying here for a while, but we did a bake-off for the factories, meaning that we put it in a number of different locations and to see who would give the best output for the best price. We're very much about quality. We monitor everything very closely. I would consider other factories in the U.S. before I'd go overseas.
Tell us more about the collection. It's not just daytime apparel, it's also nighttime apparel as well.
Yes. My original concept was actually more for nighttime. It was lounge sleepwear. Little did I know the predominance of women who wanted to be out of their bras across many aspects of their lifestyle. So what I originally conceived as lounge sleep rise as my tagline is now braless comfort and confidence, because women want to be out of their bra, be comfortable, but also feel confident. I can be dressed like this, I'm in a bra, I feel confident, but maybe not so comfortable. So this bridges that gap between fashion and function. Well, our model, Ashley, put on our paisley cross comfy, long pants, and our great wrap me up, which is amazing for just a layering piece you can take everywhere. She even took it one step further and tucked the pants into her boots, which is great look for the season and not something I have seen people do. So I was really thrilled with the way she looks.
With or without a bra, what keeps you up at night about your business?
I'm definitely without a bra. I'm definitely in my Mariwear. And what keeps me up is trying to figure out how to address all of the, not just the financial challenges, but the opportunities. What I love is that women have worn it for so much more. I immediately started getting calls from people who are wearing it for medical. A huge following for people who are inpatient medical care and outpatient medical care. Resort wear, to and from the spa. So the use cases became much more evolved than what I originally perceived, which I'm thrilled. So I'm finding myself specialty market here, specialty market there, the mass market, and trying to figure out how best to take this and get it as a wardrobe staple in every woman's dresser.
Thanks, Melanie.
Thank you.
Melanie Berger, the CEO of Mariwear.
Coming up, where does POTUS go to buy the right suit? But first, how much sun are you getting? How can you track it? Next, on The Language of Business.